not hungover, I'm like old over. It's like I didn't drink too much, like the alcohol didn't give me a headache, but I feel like death because I'm getting old and I can't like go out anymore at all. Hey guys, it's Breezy. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing today? As usual, I always ask that. I know, but I really genuinely want to know. I don't just ask it for the sake of asking it, I promise. Like if you all commented down below and said, I'm doing great today, it would make me really happy. Anyways, so today I have for you a very quick, easy, fresh-faced, everyday, I already said that, makeup look. Coffee is a struggle today. I really need some. I'm sorry, I just woke up. My brain isn't awake yet, but I am filming. So anyways, I have this quick just makeup look for you guys. Something that's super natural, easy to get you out the door in the mornings. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I started off, I went ahead and washed and moisturized my face. And I also went ahead and threw on a little facial sunscreen. It's important that even when you're not wearing foundation or even any sort of makeup on your face, that you throw something on to just protect your skin from the outside world. And just, you know, that's the best way. Just take care of your skin. Take care of it. The first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and spritz my skin with a little bit of the Pixi by Petra Glow Mist. This is just going to pump some moisture into my skin. Then I'm going to take my Nivea for Men Aftershave Balm, and we are going to go ahead and use that as our primer. And even though we're not wearing foundation today, I like something like the Nivea the Shave Balm for a primer, just because I feel like it just pumps some hydration back into the skin, and again, it kind of builds up an extra barrier to the outside world. We're going to start off with brows. Yeah, so we're going to use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of like not go overboard with the brows, but just kind of like fill them in and make them look a little bit neater. I already have pretty bushy eyebrows. They just tend to be a little bit sparse here and there, so. See, we're just gonna fill in a little bit in the front and anywhere that there are some sparse areas. We're not trying to do them super thick. This is just a nice, quick, everyday look to do in the morning before work, school. To still look really natural and bushy and full. You know, I'm not trying to like go overboard with the brows right now. We're not using like a pomade or anything super crazy. We're just going in, filling them in, making them look nice. And then we're going to set them, and this is also going to add a little extra tint. It's that Essence Make Me Brow. And this is great because it's only like $2 or $3. And we're just going to add this in here, just disperse that product evenly. Brows are done. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is just concealing. Now you can do this in there are two steps to concealing. You can find a concealer that's closer to the shade of your skin or the exact same shade of your skin to go ahead and spot conceal any areas that, you know, if you have a blemish or you feel like need covering up. Then you're going to take a concealer that's 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin, and we're going to put that underneath the eye, and that's just going to help us look more awake and just give it some more like life back to our face because we're sleeps today. For this, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I love this concealer. I think it's just really easy to blend. It never looks cakey. It always looks nice and natural on the skin. And as you can see, I'm bringing it up into my socket a little bit. And then if you want, you can put some on the eyelid too to just kind of like prime them for the little bit of shadow that we will be putting on there. And then you can I'm tired, man. You can either use a sponge to blend this out or your finger. I'm going to go in with my finger first just because I like the way that the heat from my finger just kind of melds the product into my skin. I think it looks a little bit more natural that way. So, I'd love to know from you guys, what are some like tips and tricks that you have for doing your makeup in the morning to just kind of like save some time, you know, just to make sure that look put together but get out the door on time, because we all know that traffic is no bueno. It looks like my skin, but I look more awake. It's so, I love this stuff. Then I'm going to go in with the sponge and just make sure everything, there are no edges of like where the concealer starts and my skin, or where the concealer ends and my skin. So just to make sure everything looks super natural. I think a lot of people, especially today, mistake and think that you have to go full glam on your makeup every day. And I think that's, you know, if you have the time to do that and you can do that, it's freaking kick-ass. But I know for me and a lot of people that are in my life, that's just really unrealistic. We all have jobs or kids or work, or jobs and work are the same thing, Brianna. And the gym and a social life and trying to cram everything, and we're all exhausted and we want to sleep in as much as possible. So sometimes that means skimping on getting ready a little bit. I definitely think that this is something that's super realistic and make you look put together and, you know, like you put some effort in, but not look too over the top. And now we're going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. As you can see, it is extremely well loved, and a brush, and we're just going to set that concealer underneath our eyes. We're not baking, we're not doing anything crazy. We're literally taking a brush and just dusting some light powder to set that concealer. It doesn't have to be super heavy. I'm also going to dust down my eyelids to set that concealer. I also have extremely oily eyelids, so this helps keep the oils at bay throughout the day. Now we're going to bronze and bring some color back into the face. Into the blah, 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 blah. I can't talk this morning, guys. I haven't had coffee yet. It is bad. I need to get some coffee after this. I'm filming like 4 videos today, and coffee is going to need to be in this situation before it just progresses into a train wreck. So we're going to bring some color back into the face, and to do that I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So it's amazing. It smells like coconut, so who doesn't love that? And I'm not contouring. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just making a nice little C shape, bringing some color into the face. Actually, I really love not wearing foundation. I feel like it just gives my skin a really good chance to breathe. I actually like to highlight before I go in with my blush. I think it makes it look a little bit more natural. To do that today, we're going to use the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This highlighter is awesome, and it's only... This highlighter is awesome, and it's only like $5, and it looks really pretty and natural. It doesn't look glittery or cakey. I love this stuff. I'm just gonna hit the nose. You can totally skip highlighter if you wanted to altogether. I'm just a highlighter junkie, and I gotta put something on. Now, if you're saying, Brie, I glow to the freaking heavens, and on a natural day, this just isn't enough for me. I would say you can amp it up using a little bit of the Makeup Revolution highlighters. These are gonna really pretty. I think they're $5 or $10, and they just meld into the skin. They look stunning. You're gonna, when you first look at them, you're like, oh my god, I think it has glitter in it, but it doesn't. It has a nice little sheen, and you can pop that right at the highest point of your cheekbone and just kind of give yourself a little extra oomph if you want it. For show. Guys, I'm sorry, this is probably the weirdest video that I'm like gonna put out on my channel because I am so tired and out of it. I literally just woke up. Okay, blush. So for blush, we're gonna use a cult favorite from the drugstore. It's amazing. I love it. I think it's my favorite blush of all time, and that's Milani's Luminoso. These range anywhere from, I've seen them as low as $6, but I'm seeing them as expensive as like $10 or $12. It just depends on where you buy them from. I think Walmart has them really cheap. But it's just a really great peachy pink blush. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's going to give you some life under your cheeks, and I love this stuff. It looks good on pretty much every single skin tone. Now for the eyes. We're going to keep it really simple today. We are just going to take a little bit, if I could brief focus. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of that butter bronzer on a fluffy brush, and we're just going to brush that into our crease. It's really good to use products that, you know, in multiple different ways, especially in the morning, if you're traveling, anything like that, just to make it quick and easy. And we're not going super heavy-handed with this. We just want to give a little bit of dimension in the eye. If you want, you can bring it below your under eye. I personally don't. I have a really bad problem with products staying underneath my under eye. And on top of that, I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller. So because the butter bronzer is so light, I'm going to leave them bare. But if you would like to, go ahead and pull that bronzer underneath your under eye. Then we're going to take the Pure Nude highlighter. We're going to brush just a little bit on our finger. And we're just going to pat it on our eyelid, just to give a little sheen. And then I'm going to take that Makeup Revolution highlighter, this one, to go ahead and highlight my inner corner. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and then go straight in with mascara. Today we're going to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational and the L'Oreal Telescopic. I layer up these two, both of them, on my top lashes, and then I only use the Telescopic on my bottom. I just think the wand is perfect to get in those lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and curl. After everything is all finished, I'm going to go ahead and spray that glow mist again, just to sort of lock everything in, give you some extra hydration. For lips, honestly, I'm just going to throw in some lip balm. So hold on one second, let me go get it. Alright guys, so here's the finished look. I think this is really great for every day. It's really fresh faced, it's super easy, it's quick. When I'm not filming this, I can literally do it in like 10 minutes in the morning. I think it's a great way to look put together but still natural. It's perfect for back to school, work, anything like that where you just need to amp it up a little bit. Of course, there are steps that you can add if you're like, hey, I want to wear an actual lipstick. You can feel free to do that. If you're like, I want to add the wing, or I want to throw on a quick pair of falsies. You know, there are ways to just amp it up a little bit more depending on, you know, your personal preference. But for me, I think this is just great, quick, easy, and you're out the door. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.